Bernie Sanders has sponsored a bill in the Senate that would impose a severe tax penalty on any company that pays their CEO more than 50 times what the average worker makes. The law, it's not going to pass. But don't you love that Bernie Sanders says, I don't really care.
Right.
I want to make this, I want the public to understand that there are companies that are paying their CEOs 500 times what the average worker's making. And he's saying, I want to put this on the table. And I want to say, I want to show you what it's doing to these workers and how these folks making 500 times what the workers make, they don't even need the money. They're already living in massive mansions, they're flying jets, they've got yachts, they've got all this stuff. They don't need anything else, but we're still paying them 500 times what the worker makes.
Back in the 60s and the 70s, when we actually had a robust middle class here in the United States, the CEO to worker pay was about 25 to 35 to 1. So you make $1, your boss at the very top of that company was making 25 bucks. But today, it is 400 to 500 times more. And we have allowed that gap to just grow, exponentially. And Bernie Sanders, like you said, he knows this isn't going to pass. He's not going to get the 60 votes to clear that filibuster hurdle.
Close.
But what he's doing is he is making sure that the country knows, one, that this is happening, two, that legislatively we could do something about it, and three, that listen, I do understand your problems, and here it is. Here is the solution. Y'all got to get all these other folks in here to follow suit.
Well, and he says, look, if we do this, it'll generate, first of all, $150 billion in tax revenue for the United States. Of course, the people screaming, Walmart, Google, Home Depot, JP Morgan, McDonald's, they're having conniptions right now, even though they know the chances, they've spread so much money around. I mean, you get some lame brain legislator that is, the guy comes in Congress and he's making, maybe he's making $100,000 a year. He's making a ton of money from all these political donations. They've changed his life. He's making tons of money with insider trading. This is not an issue that these folks worry about. They know they can make this go away. But I just love that Bernie Sanders says, well, I might not win. This might be DOA. This could be totally, but we're going to have the discussion. Now, I want you to watch. This is Reuters, okay? 5 paragraphs? Maybe 5 paragraphs. Watch what corporate media does with this story. If you can find it, please let us know. Send us on a comment. Wow, we actually found MSNBC and CNN talking about this. You won't see it.
Well, and they may talk about Bernie's wasting everybody's time. He knows he's not going to pass it. Listen. This is the kind of stuff that Biden should be talking about this year.
Of course.
He should be holding press conferences, doing, speeches publicly, talking about these things. That's, I think, mostly what Bernie's trying to do is he's trying to push him because Bernie is a great, smart politician. And
and a good speaker.
And he is. And he's trying to kind of give it to Biden. You're spoon-feeding him, but he's not taking it.
Biden could sit in his cellar, like last election, and do this. He could talk. He doesn't have to bumble his way up onto a stage in front of a podium. He can deliver these messages cleanly. We're not worried about is he going to fall off stage. He can do it down in his cellar with a great message to the American public. This would be a great message.
Yep.
It'd be the kind of thing we want to hear from a president.